it's amazing. I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening.
What's up YouTube, Team Nasty here, and I'm bringing you guys a Twilight deck review or deck profile, however you want to see it. And I know I've done this deck so many times, 4 times throughout my YouTube history. So the reason why I'm doing this is because the game is always changing and this deck needs to adapt to it. So every week I had to tweak it again and again just to be able to compete. I mean, I could run different decks, but I really love this deck. I love how it has the biggest, baddest boss monster ever, the Judgment Dragon. I mean, he is a definition of a boss monster in Yu-Gi-Oh. You need his little buddies to be in the graveyard so you can bring him out. You know, he needs cards to be sacrificed for him. He's like an Egyptian god. So here we go, guys. On the left, right there on the left side, I put 2 Judgment Dragons, BLS, Mech Lord YuGiOh, Gores, Chaos Hunter, Tragodia, Chaos Sorcerer, Plague Spreader, and Phantom Chaos. In that area right there, those are the main cards that will be bringing you big plays. The reason why Chaos Hunter is in there, when a monster is special summoned on your opponent's side of the field, you can special summon her from your hand by discarding 1 card. That's already a plus in your graveyard and a plus in your field. So if you have a dead wolf in your hand and your opponent goes Rescue Rabbit, tributes a Rescue Rabbit, special summons 2 Sabersaurs, you can bring her out and get rid of that dead wolf in your hand. Plus, it's a 2,500 attack beater. So Lagia or Dolka can't really get over it. And her second effect is your opponents can't remove monsters. So if she's gonna go, or if he or she is gonna go for another rabbit play, it's not gonna happen. So she's a really good tech card in this deck. Plus she's dark. And Judgment Dragon is very self-explanatory. He just blows the field up in one go. So we're not even gonna talk about him. BLS is amazing. Just leave it at that. Mech Lord Emperor YuGiOh is another good tech card in this deck, because if a face-up monster you control is destroyed, you can special summon him from your hand. Well, if the monster is destroyed by card effect. But this guy is a 2,500 attack beater too. So and it negates spells once per turn, doesn't matter whose turn it is. And guess what? I think this is the right ruling. If they use Hornet and Dragonfly, they pop your field, then they go special summon a Centipede. I mean, after they pop your monster, you can special summon Mech Lord from your hand, and then they special summon a Centipede and they equip it with a Hornet, and then they try detaching it. Mech Lord YuGiOh can say no, because Hornet is technically a spell card since you're equipping it to it. I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure, but still. So yeah, on to the next card. Gores, you know, you just have to play him. Tragodia. You have so many different plays with him, from Exceed to Synchro Summoning, and taking control of your opponent's cards. Chaos Sorcerer. He's just there to bait out the warnings, the bottomless, so you can clear the way out for Blackluster Soldier. And Phantom of Chaos. He is an MVP in this deck, because if you mill your Judgment Dragons or your BLS, you can reuse them and, you know, use the mill cards to your advantage. So here, we're going to be on the right top here. I put Morphing Jar in. I have Morphing Jar in because his effect states that discard your hand and draw 5 cards, both of you and your opponent, once it's flipped. So if you have 1 or no cards in your hand, you still get to draw 5 cards. That's what I you know, interpret from his effect. So you still plus in the end, because you'll be able to get rid of dead hands, cloggy hands, and draw 5 new cards. And I put 2 Effect Veiler in, so against windups and Inzektor matchups, you have a chance. And here we go, 2 Battle Faders, just in case you're waiting for your big plays. Necrogarna, since you know you're gonna be milling and it negates an attack, and 2 Doom Caliber Knights. Yeah, you don't really see this often in a Twilight deck, but Doom Caliber Knight stops those rabbit plays, those wind-up plays, and it's a 1900 beater. And it's a dark card, so it doesn't matter if you mill it, you're still getting benefit from this card. I'm only running 2 because I think 2 is enough. 3 is an overkill, and that's it. So onto the Lightsworn. This is the Lightsworn area right here. This is the engine that you're gonna be running from drawing to milling. So you have 2 Luminas to special summon and discard cards from your hand and special summon cards from your graveyard that are Lightsworns. So you can go Lumina, pitch Lumina, bring back that Lumina, and then pitch another card, get another Lightsworn, and just let sit in the field. You can go Exceed with it, you can go Synchro with it, but for me, my play, I let sit in the field and mill as many cards as I have. I mill as many cards as I can. And then there's 2 Wolves. 2 Wolves are sometimes really bad, but since you're discarding a lot, it's not that bad. 2 Raikos for that destruction, 1 Irin just for that Zen mains in defense, or Snowman Eater or whatever in defense that they got, just bounce it right back to their deck. So Spirit Reapers, Marshmallons, their effects are not gonna, Marshmallon's effect is not gonna activate, and Reaper's just gonna go back to the deck. 1 Droid, I think I might go to 2 Droids because Droid is really nice, especially against Insector decks, because it doesn't let you target any Lightsworn card from field and graveyard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's field and graveyard. And 1 Lila. I want to try to go bump to 2 Lilas because Lila's just amazing. And 1 Jane and 1 Gareth. Jane can go over Thunder King, so you'll still be able to get your searches. And most Twilight decks do not run trap cards, but I'm running 4. I'm running 3 Reckless Greeds, 1 Beckoning of Light. Reckless Greeds just tears through the deck like crazy. It's chainable. It doesn't hurt you if it gets milled because Twilights don't usually run trap cards, so it's really good. And 1 Beckoning of Light, because if I go 2, I think I have a higher chance of milling them. 1 is fine. 1 has been, I've been testing 1 and 2, but I usually only use 1. So yeah, and here we go to the spells. Right here. I think I'm running, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 spells. Dark Hole, staple. Allure of Darkness, more drawing power. Mystical Space Typhoon, I want to go 2, but I already have a Lila, so we'll see. I think 2 is pretty good, but you have a lot of destruction already. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, staples, and triple recharge and 1 Brigade. The triple recharge is amazing, especially with Reckless Greed. You just keep running to these guys and you're going through your deck like crazy. Judgment Dragon's always live, BLS is always live because of these guys. So, and here you go, Charge of the Light Brigade. It lets you search for that, just for any Lightsworn, and you mill 3 cards. So if you have a Lumina in your hand and wherever, and you have like a dead wolf and you want to get rid of your wolves and send them to a graveyard, just search 1, dump it, find a way to like make use of it. So yeah, guys, this deck is more like a chaos controlling with a Veiler and Doom Caliber. I would put Thunder King, but I'm the one searching a lot. So we'll see how this deck is, then I'll do another update. And I'm sorry this video is really long because I want to try to get as much as much as I can. I want to give you guys as much information as I can about this deck, or whatever you want to, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. If you want to, if you guys like the deck, go ahead and tell me. If you guys don't like it, just let me know, because I'm open to criticism. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you're trolling, because I'm just doing me, and I'm doing what I like to do. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below on what you think about this deck and how do you think it would compare to the meta. If this deck was run correctly, you think it stands a chance against the top 3. My top 3 is Rabbit, Insectors, and Dark Worlds. Yeah, Dark Worlds are scary. They are really scary. There's only a couple decks that can shut them down. And they already won. They proved themselves, and windups just went down to 4th and 5th. It's whatever. So my goal is to bring this deck to YCS Chicago and try to make some noise with it. And if I lose, I lose. It's whatever. I mean, I tried. I'm not playing. I have an Insector deck, and I'm not even gonna run that, because you know I want to be different. I want to have. I mean, this is. I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've probably seen a little Iceworn Twilight deck built like this. So yeah, guys. That's all I have to say, and you know, thanks for watching a 10-minute video from me. I try to make it short as I can, but it just didn't work out because I'm talking a lot. But yeah, so if you're asking about the extra and side deck, it really depends on how your playstyle. I don't really want to put it out there because it's gonna be another 5 minutes of the video, and if you really want me to put it out, just let me know, PM me, comment down below. So yeah, that's it, guys. Team Nasty out. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.